Hi guys, so I'm already home. I've been home for about 3 or 4 days already. I'm kind of bored out of my mind. I kind of want to be honest with you. I want to go to work already, but I know that I shouldn't because nothing feels normal inside yet. Even though I'm not in pain, I just have weird feelings from time to time. Like moving around, moving to my side or something. Other than that, like I said, my surgery was Saturday the 7th. I got home I will tell you right now, actually. I got home on the 9th, actually. Whoa. Yeah, I got home on the 9th on a Monday of February, 2015, we are in right now. And when I was there, when I got home, all I've been on is on soup broth and water. I haven't even tried that whole week. I didn't even try like Crystal Light or anything because I didn't have at home, and the hospital didn't have either. I guess they're like, oh, I asked the nurse and they said, oh, I guess because of the budget they're not doing that anymore. Nor did I get popsicles in the hospital, which pretty much sucked. Um, what else can I say? So I've been on that. Today was my follow-up appointment. I had an upper GI to check everything what's going on with me, and everything's good. I'm not leaking anything, thank God. Because I don't want to go back to surgery and feel any more pain or be going back to clear broths, a clear liquid diet, basically. So after I had that done, I went to see the nutritionist, and I got promoted to being able to have milk, like coffee and milk. Oh my God, I missed it. And even though I'm home and I'm probably not gonna make coffee because I usually have it at work all the time because it's just there and it's always done. Um, but I just miss it. So probably when on the weekend when my mom's up in the morning, she'll make it and I'll have some then. And my protein shakes, which I was a little worried because when I was in the hospital, I was getting protein, like a clear one. And now when I got home, I didn't have anything to take. So, and I don't want to buy an unflavored protein knowing that I have here at home and whatever. So that, um, I can have pudding, I can have jello, even though I had jello, at the hospital. Like the second day I was there, they gave me some, and I tried like two tiny, tiny little bites, and within seconds, it made me nauseous. And I was like, I'm not trying Jello again, not for a while. And I told the nurses and stuff, they're like, yeah, you shouldn't go into that right away. Your stomach, is still sensitive. Just wait a while until you can have Jello. So since I got promoted to being able to eat that, today I had one, and I also had a pudding cup, and it was so good. It was delicious. I was so happy. Like, you don't know how happy I am. I'm able to do this again. And yeah, what else? As far as pain goes, I do not have pain. I just have discomfort here and there. Um, Going to sleep. Yesterday I wasn't able to sleep very well, but it wasn't even because of pain. I don't know what it is. And it's funny because I took my pain medication, and it didn't make me sleepy. Well, it kind of did, but I just kept waking up in the middle of the night. So that's weird. I don't know, maybe it's because I forgot to shake it or something. It says shake well. Another thing about that pain medication, I'm having dilaudid. And it comes with a syringe, like, to measure the milliliters. And I'm only supposed to have 4 milliliters. So, the first day and the second day, I did it with a syringe and I just, like, put it in my mouth and just squirted it out in there. And I had it that way. And, the first day I didn't feel anything, it was fine. The second day, I got like these gas pains. Like the gas was just running up and down, running up and down. And I was like, I had to take a gas X for that, and I had to walk around for a bit before I was able to get into bed because that gas pain was just unbearable and so annoying and very, very uncomfortable. So I was just there waiting until I got out, and then it finally came on. I was like, oh, What a relief. And then yesterday, instead of having it from the syringe, I put in little tiny cups that I got home, or that I got from the hospital and took home. I put it in there and I had it like a regular cup of water, like I would have sips of water. And it didn't help. I got the same thing going on again. And I was just like, oh, this is very uncomfortable. I don't think I'm gonna be taking this pain medication. The only reason why I take it is so I can sleep very comfortable at night. And the day before, I didn't sleep well, and I didn't sleep well last night either. So I was like, you know what, this is not worth it. So I'm just not gonna take that for now. As far as excuse me, as far as other medications, I've been told that I have to take a omeprazole the first thing in the morning, half an hour before breakfast. I've been doing that, except for today. Today, since I had an appointment and it was early in the morning, even though I got like there super late, I didn't take it until like the afternoon, even though I was still on an empty stomach and all I had water. Um, what else? The gas X has been helping a lot. Like, I was told that if I take too much sips of water or a lot of water at one time, that I'll have gas. Like, I need a burp, and then I'll need to have to take smaller sips. I take the tiniest sips of water and I still get gas. Like, I still have to burp. It's not uncomfortable burp, like I said, like I with the pain medication that I'll have it running up and down, but it's still I'll still have it and I can feel it sometimes. Sometimes I won't, and it'll just burp right away. So that's happening. I hope that gets better because that's kind of annoying a bit. I don't want to have to burp in front of everybody all the time. As far as my intake in water, today has been poorly, and yesterday was actually really poor as well. And when I saw the doctor, I told her that I get like kind of like I'm about to have a cramp on my calf, and she said that's not good. That means I need to drink more water. That I'm not having enough water. So that's the first sign. At first, I was like, I was a little scared of that sign because when I was in the hospital, they wanted to check for blood clots. And I checked out fine, but you can never be too sure. That's why they always say get up and walk to prevent that. What else can I inform you about? Um, Tea helps a lot. What I don't kind of like, not what I don't kind of like, what I don't like is that for tea or coffee, I believe, I think I'm supposed to be using like these Splenda sugars. Um, that's fine in a way. I understand it's reduced sugar, it's healthier for you, but in reality, Splenda is not good from what I heard. It causes you cancer, it causes you a lot of stuff. Splenda, sweet and low equal all these kind of diet sugars. So, why can't I have regular sugar? I really didn't touch base on that with my nutritionist, which I probably will next week. Um, and I understand that sometimes it might, when you have regular sugar or have anything that's not sugar free, it might, cause your pouch, your new stomach to act a certain way and might have dumping syndrome. But, these things are not good for you. So I kind of like, what are we supposed to do? Um, I've been having bowel movements pretty well. I've been told not to push hard, at least, or not to push a lot. I don't know that. Even though it's a lot of like TMI, but still, we're all going through this. We are experiencing almost the same thing, or if not the same thing. Um, what else? So another thing, next week I will be on pureed food, which I don't know how long I'm gonna be on that stage, but I am excited because I get to have mashed potatoes, maybe even some protein of meat, but I would have to puree that, and I'm excited. I am excited. I'm ecstatic. I just can't wait until like I can have food because this thing isn't cutting it. Even though I got introduced to having pudding and jello, and that's okay, and cream soups and coffee, and that's fine because I can live off of that. I have a small stomach, I'll get full off of anything right now. But I want some like good food, like something that tastes like mind blowing at this point. So, um, what else can I tell you? Um, I was kind of upset about my appointment today because I was running around everywhere. I'm gonna share that with you. Basically, the nutritionist, the office, the surgeon's office, everybody that works there, they know the insurance that I have. I have GHI, and they take GHI, and that's good, right? And surgery was done, everything was approved by GHI, and all that stuff. And today, when I go to get my upper GI, which is part of the same hospital but a different clinic, I go to check in with my appointment. One, I was running late because of traffic. Two, I go to the wrong building because it's in New Jersey. I don't know where the fuck this shit is. And then three, when I get there, I'm sorry, I'm just like, no, I don't know. I have a runny nose since I came back home from the hospital. And three, when I get there, I'm like, registering for my appointment, and they're telling me, they take my insurance information and everything, and then afterwards, they tell me to sit back down. I sign some consent forms and stuff like that. And then I hear the receptionist, talking to another lady. Oh, why isn't this, checking in? It's like, oh, we don't take the insurance. And I'm like, what? In my head, they didn't tell this directly. They didn't say this directly to me, but I'm like, what? What is going on? They didn't call me up yet, like to tell me or anything. So I'm just waiting for it. Then I get called up and they said, how are you gonna pay today? And I'm like, how much is it? How are you gonna ask me how I'm gonna pay today? And you're not telling me the amount of what I'm gonna pay. And when I asked her how much is it, she's like looking up how much everything is, and I'm like, you just asked me how I'm gonna pay. I'm assuming you're ready to take my money. Like, now you don't know how much it is, and you're just gonna willing to take my money and just charge me whatever the hell you think you're gonna charge me. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that was another one that kind of pissed me off. Then she was like, she couldn't figure out the price. She took forever. She had to call somebody for help because she couldn't figure it out. And then when I finally got called over so she could tell me how much it is, she told me it was like 100 something. I was like, what? Why is it 100 something? She was like, oh, because we don't take your insurance here. And I was like, I've been working with Dr. Andre, okay, for a while now, and they know the insurance that I have. So why would they send me somewhere where they don't accept my insurance? That makes no sense. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." I was like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't know. Let me just call the office real quick." Um, I call the office, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This and that and that." They make me go upstairs to check in with the guy who's originally supposed to do my upper GI. We talk there. I get checked in by the nurse practitioner, where she also works at the other office, and etc. They're like, give this to her, this and that and that. And then Shannon from the office, the original office of the surgeon, she was like, oh, you don't have the $150. I'm like, no, I don't have the $150 right now. I'm like broke because of the surgery. I had to pay $2,000 and I had to get everything ready for surgery day. I had to do a whole bunch of other stuff for this. Like, I haven't been working since Wednesday or something because my surgery was supposed to be Thursday and instead it gets pushed back and I haven't worked. Like, and I'm still haven't gone back to work. I don't get paid like, with checks and stuff like that at all. I don't get paid even if I'm out of work like this. No, I do not. So where the hell do they think I have this money right now? So it was just so frustrating. I just wanted to kill somebody. They finally got to do it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna get billed for that. You know, I'm supposed to go next week, and I don't know if they're supposed to do the same thing again. But I'm supposed to have a sort of same checkup, kind of. I guess, I suppose. I don't know. And I want to. Well, I don't. I'm not gonna say I want to see what happens then. But the guy calls me Andy, the who did my upper GI today. He calls me every day to see how I'm doing, to see if I'm feeling well, if I have any nausea, vomiting, any pain, any other stuff. So I'm gonna ask him that, like, what's gonna go on with that? If I'm gonna get billed, if I'm gonna have the same issue when I get there again, because that's just honestly not fair to me. If that was the case, send me to somewhere else, another professional where they do take my insurance to do that, and then they could fax the results to the office, to the surgeon's office. I'm still a little upset about that. So we'll just see. He's gonna call me tomorrow and we're gonna discuss that. As far as that goes, I think that's all I can update you guys on until probably next week. I'll tell you how I do with puree foods and, you know, how my visit went with that. But thank you guys for being supportive and watching my videos. And in case if you don't follow me on Instagram, because I am on Instagram and I do post some videos and I do post some stuff up there about how my journey is going. My username, my whatever screen name you want to call it, is Katie. Well, actually, Katie's, not apostrophe, just Katie's underscore RNY underscore life. And there you go. You can find me there on Instagram. That is Katie's underscore RNY life. Sorry, underscore life. I'm just horrible at this. This is my first year making videos and updating people. Well, thank you.